Live. We're live. We're not okay. Now we're live. We're live. Hey guys, what's up? This is Option Select Podcast, episode 37, the only podcast that promises to reduce your backlog by 66%.
Oh shit!
That's a fucking lie. We're not. Well, actually, I might increase your
You
backlog.
got time turners?
Yeah, we might actually increase your backlog because we just talk about games. Anyways, I'm Rick, and with me, as always, my best friend Ruben. And today on the show we have Kevin. What's up, Kevin? How you been, brother?
What up, guys?
Not to you in
Back again.
I was saying last week. I thought UFC fights.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
40 seconds worth of
40 seconds,
power
yeah.
right there.
I'm
Love
glad
it.
you bought it.
I did.
Yeah.
We didn't stutter for
It
those
was fun
40
though.
seconds.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a
Still
good time. So what's up, Kevin? Tell me about your week, bro.
This week went by pretty quick, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't anything crazy, run of the mill. We're just gearing up for Valentine's Day, and
Diamonds on sale.
huh?
Jewelry on sale.
Yeah, jewelry's on
Mark it
sale.
down,
Yeah,
mark
for
it
sure,
down.
for sure. Yeah.
That's what's up.
I think we got vacation season starting up, so they're asking everybody when they want to go on vacations or whatnot.
Did you get your W-2 yet?
So I
Yes,
already
sir.
did mine, dude. Yeah, I already filed taxes and everything, bro.
Already did
Yeah,
mine.
it's easy.
I got my 1099 and my W2 in like the same day.
You just do it yourself, right? TurboTax.
TurboTax.
Yeah.
TurboTax.com.
like-
But they're gonna make you start paying next year. Turbo, you can still do it for free certain ways. And like if you're gonna e-file, it used to be free. Now they're making you actually pay money to e-file. That was a new bill that passed last year.
Really?
Yeah,
That
so
sucks.
it's like $30 to file your taxes.
I mean, it's not crazy,
But
Yeah.
I mean,
but still,
it's-
$30 is $30, dude.
stupid.
That's a DLC for a lot of games.
the government's like, hey, you owe us money.
We'll take your
Well,
money.
how much money do I owe? I don't know. Figure it out. I mean, we know, but figure it out.
Yeah.
And if you
what
fuck
happens
up-
if I fuck up?
If you fuck up,
We'll
send you to
come
jail.
down.
We'll send you to jail.
Send you
We'll
to
send you
jail.
to
Like, damn,
jail.
dude.
The big
Yeah,
pokey.
it's fucking nuts, dude. But no, I say we because Morris gets 2 vacations because he's been there longer.
Nice.
I'm assuming he's gonna take his birthday week or whatever.
June.
In June, yeah. But we're taking November 1st, the first
Okay.
week of November or whatever, for BlizzCon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Do
we're hoping to
it.
get tickets.
Okay.
Hoping.
Okay. Well,
'Cause
you
the
give the
ticket-
dates.
Tickets
That's
haven't gone on sale yet. So we're and unlike other cons, like there's a limited number of tickets. Like
It's
they sell
limited.
out, they sell out.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't just like Comic Palooza or some shit and you just buy
Show
a
up
ticket
and-
whenever.
yeah.
Show up like, hey, 2
But
tickets, please. Yeah.
We called Juan, and Juan's like, I'm down.
Oh
So,
shit, dude.
Now it's gonna be the 3 of us, and we already started looking at Airbnbs because we're gonna get a hotel, but it's cheaper just go Airbnb.
Get a
you
whole
know?
house for
whole
the
goddamn
Airbnb, yeah.
house, whatever, dude. Yeah.
So
we're hoping to get
no
the
Japan
tickets.
this year then.
No Japan. No, Morris already pushed it back.
Oh, fair
least
enough.
till next
Because it's a very expensive trip,
Yeah, very expensive, very time consuming. Yeah.
and the
So-
flight alone is probably like $2,000 at least 6 months out.
Yeah.
Like $2,000.
Oh, well, we would probably plan it way in advance of 6 months.
Yeah, what I'm saying is just 6 months out. It sounds
Yeah,
like it would
it's
be
crazy
expensive.
money. Yeah.
But
But we're planning for Los Angeles. Not a crazy flight. There's always flights to LA. So
3-hour flight.
yeah. So hopefully we get tickets to BlizzCon, and that's what we're gonna be doing. Going to
That's what's up.
BlizzCon.
That's
This
what's
Connor
up.
bust.
BlizzCon or bust. Trying to watch this
BlizzCon or bust.
Overwatch bullshit. Trying to
And-
get this Diablo bullshit.
And for sure, and this year you said you only have one vacation.
I only have one vacation.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not too
mine are scheduled for April, the first week of April for the birthdays, because my birthday fell on a
Nice.
Monday this year.
For Final Fantasy VII, you mean?
Final Fantasy VII as well,
Yeah,
and
happy
then
birthday, Final Fantasy.
my second vacation was scheduled for Labor Day week, so I'm gonna be off that Monday, and then I scheduled from Tuesday to Saturday
Okay.
because I didn't want to work the Saturday
Of course
holiday,
not, dude.
and
Nice.
and it just so happens that that's when what's it called
No.
Cyberpunk 2077 comes out, so
Till it
I
gets
lucked
delayed
out.
again.
Damn. Yeah.
Until it gets delayed
It
again.
won't, I won't delay it again.
Nah.
I think they got realized pushing it that
Because
far
they're
back.
yeah. And they said last time, like, what is the other game they made? The big one,
Witcher 3.
Witcher 3. They delayed that one too.
Did they?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't
Somebody
recall. It's been
pointed-
like
yeah.
5 years.
Exactly. But somebody recalled. He's like, hey guys, remember same company? They delayed Witcher by like 7 months,
The thing is with
and it came out perfect. Like
yeah,
with Game of
they
the
do it
Year,
right.
with Team was it
Project Red.
Project
CG.
Red, they are a very very small team.
Yeah.
And it's only like 30 or 40 people from what I remember.
Damn.
Whenever it was Witcher, I don't know if they hired more people for this
Right,
new
but-
project. But the scale and the scope of this game, and then how big it's gonna be, and how much shit you can do, I'm perfectly fine with them delaying it. I did read up though that it was the current gen consoles that caused the what's it called
Delays.
the
The delay.
delays. Yeah.
I can
And
see that.
What I was wondering was why don't they just release on PC only first,
No.
and then hear me out.
Okay,
hear
hear
me
them
out.
out.
So
We're still
one-
gonna shoot you down.
Well, yeah, okay. Do that after my idea. So release on PC first, and then release day one for the new consoles that are coming out. Make more sense because it's still holiday season.
So you don't like making money.
Well, yeah, they're gonna still make money, but why release it on a system that's gimped when you know that it's gonna come out?
because people are gonna buy it on a GIMP system,
They
and
should.
then they're gonna buy it again on a new
Nah,
system.
they're gonna
The-
How many times you buy Grand Theft Auto, guy?
once
How many times you buy Skyrim?
5.
Exactly. I got Skyrim on PS3, PS4, and I think I have it sitting in my Steam log
I'm
for
probably
dirt cheap.
360.
I got
Yeah.
I got 2 copies on my Steam log
Yeah,
because I bought the base Skyrim
And
Yeah.
the
and then I bought the
definitive.
legendary
yeah.
edition.
Because when
for
it's a
like
good
$5.
game, you're willing to buy it multiple times if the platforms allow
Correct,
for it. You know?
correct.
Yeah.
I went
And I
back.
see them doing it with this game.
I went back and played Skyrim again lately, and I was game kind of sucks compared to like the other
You know,
RPGs that are out
I'm
there.
curious if they're gonna go the Rocksteady route where they release it for PS4 and then after PS5 starts hitting its stride, re-release it kind of like they did with Grand Theft
That's
Auto,
exactly
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
like
You
a
remember-
remastered version with a multiplayer this time. and
They
all
did that a lot. They did it a lot with the Switch releases too, because a lot of the Wii U games that they knew were popular that didn't sell well because of the Wii
yeah,
U, they re-released on Switch. Donkey
Tropical
Kong,
Freeze,
Yeah.
Mario Brothers,
the Wii U Deluxe one.
2,
Yeah,
and all those things they got re-released. And like Last of Us 2 did it with PS3 to PS4.
Correct.
They released a
Yeah.
remaster. It wasn't really a
Remastered.
remaster. They just included all the DLC and all that
Mhm.
stuff.
so that's your vacation, September
And April, and I
April.
have a third one
up in the air.
that I haven't decided on yet. I think I'm just gonna take every Monday off for like the last week of the year or so, something like that. And then we're doing like surveys right now at work. And if we get 100% on the surveys, if we get 100% return rate on the surveys, then I get another week of vacation for free.
Damn.
So that's
nice.
a hell of a bonus.
Yeah.
So I've already I've completed 3 days. I've got 2 days left to go, all 100%.
Don't fuck it up.
So
Don't fuck it up, bro.
I'm good, man. I'm golden. So I'm gonna get an extra one. I don't know what to do with that one just yet. I think I might go back to Mexico like June or July, or maybe Cuba or Spain, one of the two.
Cuba.
Cuba,
Cuba.
in like June or
Española.
July, just to get the hell out of here. But
Out of here. It's too hot in Texas.
but this week was pretty chill for me, man. I didn't. Oh, what did you play this week? Did you play anything?
Mainly just a ton of Call of Duty, max level, grinding that out. I
How's that
did
going?
jump on Apex Legends a little bit
Oh
Yeah.
shit,
and Overwatch a little bit because they started their new Lunar
the Lunar New Year?
Festival
That's
for
right.
the New Year of the Rat.
Yeah.
It's on like every game, Year of the Rat, whatever.
You're the right.
But and it's funny, like jumping between the 3 games, like man, I can see myself playing a lot more Apex Legends.
Apex is fun.
Like,
it's very
It's
fun.
solid, dude. Like it's fucking solid.
It's a solid
and
shooter.
there's already rumors for stupid Call of Duty, the next one, dude,
Like the
this year. I'm gonna say, oh, that's right. They release a fucking game
which
every
will
year.
be Treyarch's version.
No,
Who knows?
Treyarch did last year.
No, Treyarch does Black Ops, right?
Sledgehammer.
So it'd be Sledgehammer
And
this
the,
time.
the last one they did was the World War II.
Yeah,
Correct.
that
Boots
one
on
was
the
garbage.
ground. Boots on the. They kept
Man,
saying
that was
they kept saying
garbage.
boots on the ground. You're gonna feel hot. Bro, I don't play. I don't
Garbage.
play campaign, bro. At all.
Exactly. Nobody, dude.
Yeah.
Like who
That
plays
is
it?
on my list of games to complete because I'm like halfway through the
campaign?
campaign. Yeah.
For which one?
Huh?
The current one, Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like halfway through anyway. I might as well just.
Oh, it's
finish
short,
it out.
dude. You should have been done already.
No, I
Finish
played
it, bro.
multiplayer more than
Come
I
on.
played multiplayer more than I did everything
Yeah,
else.
I always find it funny when people like when Black Ops 4 came out and they're like they cut out main campaign. Why would they do that? Like, bro, you're like the 1% who plays it, dude. Like everybody
Yeah.
that I know, like majority of people that I know,
Multiplayer.
Well,
yeah, multiplayer, bro.
Yeah.
Multiplayer.
the Black Ops, the original Black Ops 1 or whatever, their campaign was pretty good. I enjoyed that one, and I didn't play 2 or 3, so I don't really know. And then when 4 came out, I did buy it, but I didn't. I was like, okay, just a multiplayer game.
Battle Royale.
I'm fine.
Got
with
it.
that. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was
And there's
fun.
rumors of a battle royale for this version too. It's like, why?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which got me thinking, like, what are they gonna do with the Black Ops 4? Are they gonna
They
continue?
supposedly supposed to keep
support
continue
it?
supporting it.
I think that's what they said, but I
But-
think they already came out saying
Yeah.
that was the last update, like 3 months ago or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
But
To me, it just seems like they're just going to start dividing the player base more and more and more, and force you to buy the newest, latest, greatest. Yeah,
I
which is
think-
why I'm like, I'll just stick
I
with
think
Apex
I think I
Legends.
might pass on this next one. So
Oh,
what I
I
usually
am.
do is I buy every other one.
Yeah.
Is usually how I go. But if it goes back to World War II, I don't know. I've done that. I've been there,
No,
done that.
They
I'm
just
good.
literally that two years ago, dude,
Yeah, I'm
or
good.
last
Good.
year.
That was 2
Yeah.
years ago, yeah.
But
I'm out.
so just some Apex, nice. Some
Yeah.
Overwatch.
It was
and
good.
Some
Overwatch was
Call of
all right. The first game I jumped into, because now you can queue for your role.
That's
I was like, I went in as a tank, as Roadhog.
Okay.
Nice.
Fucking play of the game, just wrecking, dude. Both healers, all they would do was just heal me. Like everybody else is just dying. I'm just carrying the whole team, dude. Like it
What-
felt good. And then, of course, I get my ass handed to me next game.
Of
Like,
course.
Yeah, that's
Once they
sweet.
leave,
Yeah,
but I was playing as the stupid Lucio, dude. I don't know how to play that guy.
oh, you just skate and heal everybody.
Yeah, like I don't
That's it. You
like
don't.
he's like switch between speed and whatever, and so I'm just literally clicking that button over and over.
So yeah, he's got an aura. Have you played Lucio before?
No,
He's got an
just
aura
Ash.
around him that has like a certain radius,
Yeah.
and then if you have it on the green mode, he gets a speed boost to everybody around him in that area. If he's in yellow mode, he heals everybody around. So it's passive healing, passive speed boost.
Okay.
But he's
You can
also
toggle it
yeah, you
between the
toggle
two.
between the two, and there's no cooldown on it. And then
Yeah.
he shoots a 3-round burst, like a sound wave gun, like it's a gun with a speaker on it. And then his alternative fire is a boop. It's kind of like a pushback, like a
A base. It's an 808 drop.
it's just a boop, and then they scoot back, so you knock people off of ledges, or you push
okay.
them off the point, or something like that. They get knocked back pretty
Yeah.
far. And then his ultimate is a sound barrier shield. He gives you this ginormous shield that lasts for like 5 seconds or
Yeah.
something like that.
And his other one is his R1 is an amplifier. Like so, if you have
Oh,
it on
yeah.
speed, you hit it, it amplifies everybody's speed even more. But if you have it on healing, it increases
The heal
healing more.
range.
That's on a
Not the range, it
Semi-
increases the amount that
The
you
amount
can heal by,
heals
or the
per
amount you
second.
speed
Yeah.
by. Yeah.
so all I'm doing is just running around hitting it between the two, and then when it's off cooldown, I make the hit it when it's on health. So everybody's trying to heal, and I'm just trying to knock people off the edge.
He's
Oh,
also
man.
he's
But
also,
I can't play it, dude. I keep dying.
he's
Like
also on skates. And the point of playing Lucio is to be a healer that doesn't ever touch the ground. So you're
Yeah.
always skating off the wall, like he can wall run.
Very mobile.
So he's very,
Very
mobile. So
mobile.
you stay off the ground so nobody shoots you.
yeah,
Obviously.
I didn't.
Obviously didn't do
No,
that.
that's literally how I died every time. Just running around like an idiot.
Well,
So you just skate
know.
off the walls and you jump around and you do a bunch of crazy shit. So like when you're on the walls, speed boost to like get to other places, and then you heal when you're around your team. But if you didn't do that, then you
Yeah,
just need
you're
more
dead.
practice with
Okay,
them.
yeah,
Basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was my
Just
first time I played them. Like I
gotta learn
signed up for
somewhere.
all three roles, and it gave me healing. I'm like, or
Sure.
support role. I'm like, I'll
Okay.
just play this
Run
character.
it. Can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I was playing this week. Just those 3 games, and just
Good.
waiting for Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Everybody's been fantastic.
Everybody for the first portion that's going to take like 15 hours to complete.
15 hours to complete, and then another 10 years for the second one to come
part to
out.
come out that'll get delayed over and over and
Yeah,
over.
we'll be
again.
like,
Is it gonna have
Yeah.
replayability though?
Is it? Did the
Is it?
first one have replayability?
I don't know. I've never played the first one.
I mean, RPGs, unless you want to go back and like do some complete some side quests, or maybe it'll
I'm
be kind of like Final Fantasy 15, where you have like bounties or hunts. You have to go
Yeah,
around
which I
town
liked.
and beat up people. Yeah,
I always did that. On those, I try to be 100% like completionist. Like I'll delay story progression
yeah.
just to do side quests to build up and get more shit.
I like that. How on RPGs they'll be like, Cloud, we need you to come save us from the reactor. Come quick. I'm gonna go do a side quest
I'm
real
gonna do the
quick.
side quest.
Yeah, I'm
Ooh,
gonna
I can
go.
upgrade this gear by 2 points. I'm gonna do that
Yeah, I'm gonna go
first.
grind that real quick. Yeah,
I'm gonna do
then I'll
that.
be back.
It's
Yeah,
gonna take you 4 hours. I don't care.
yeah, they'll
Let's
wait.
go. Yeah, they'll wait.
Yeah, definitely do that.
What'd you do this week, Rick?
Dude, my week was pretty good. I've been staying on the on my exercising, my health kick. So me and Mikkel have been exercising a lot. We've been going for 4 to 5 days a week. Actually, we did it. Yeah,
I
we
saw
did.
y'all do it last night.
We did it. Yeah, we did it from Monday till to today. 30 minutes a piece, 25 minutes to 30 minutes a day. Been streaming Control and Hades.
Nice.
Control, man. I was actually playing it right before you guys showed up. The combat. I know I said it before, but the combat on Control is so fun. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all guys heard me say about it. But
Yeah.
if you guys get a chance, I have a copy. If you want to borrow it,
I'm next on that list.
yeah, borrow it, because it's so refreshing, so fun, so cool. It's definitely a palate cleanser compared to when I was playing Death Stranding. I also been playing Hades. The update just came out. I don't know if you heard me talk about
Thursday.
Hades.
I saw you playing it. The other day,
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Visually, it
Good
looks
looking game.
good.
Yeah, it looks good, and
It's
it
really
well
and
done.
it plays. It's fun to play. It's actually fun. You have to be aware of your surroundings and your
Yeah.
attacks, and think about bonuses, and actually, which path you want to go to get your buffs. Been playing that and streaming. That's about it. Work was pretty good. It flew by. We're definitely out of peak season now, so we're
Right.
now nice and steady. And so I mean, I come home for lunch around 5:30, then head back to the building, go drop off, and then I'm back by 6:30, and then do my exercise and hang out with Mikhail, getting a good night's sleep. Just trying to be positive and just try to ride this momentum that I'm at. I've been waking up at a steady weight of 178, so I'm trying to keep that
Yeah.
where it is, and of course last Saturday I hung out with you guys. We did the fights. That was a blast, and hopefully for tonight we'll play some Smash afterwards, or
Been a
just hang
minute.
out, or just
Been
hang
a
out in the
minute.
garage for a bit, shoot shit because, like I said, last night I didn't do nothing, just relaxed. So
For sure.
yeah, that was my week. Not too bad. I know I'm missing Evo Japan, and the thing is, it kind of snuck up on me.
We're not missing it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know I'm missing. Yeah, but it's kind of just snuck up on me because I have not watched Zero. I've heard some of
Yeah.
I think maybe some topics we'll discuss in a little bit, but I know like Leroy is running rampant right now
Rampant,
in
sir.
Tekken 7. I think Street Fighter 5. No, I think Blaze Blue was all Japan players. I don't know how. I think Dang in Street Fighter, he's up there in top 8. I saw him
Yeah.
tweet that out, but I've not seen anything about it. And
Yeah, they finished Soul Calibur 6 this morning,
yeah,
and a USA player won. Yeah, yeah. And they say last year
it was a French player or
it was
something
a
like
French
that.
player, and the year before that was a Japanese player. Like it's like all over the
Yeah,
board right
it's all
now
over
for
the place.
Soul
Yeah.
Calibur 6. And of course, the new DLC was Homuro from Samurai Showdown.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah,
Homaru, whatever
he
how
came
you
out.
say his name.
Yeah, so that's about it.
So what
That was a
game
good
you got
week.
next after
Oh,
Control?
you know, it's after Control. I'm actually like, I want to go back, and I'm saying this because of nostalgia. But I really enjoyed it. Was Persona 5. Your audio going bad?
No, I was making sure that wasn't
Oh,
coming up.
yeah. No, the Persona 5 that's coming up, and for the revision that's coming out for the PS. No, coming out this month. Not this PS4. So I kind of want to play the original PS.
The new Persona that's coming out is like it's got all the DLC and stuff with it, and they're like remaking it somehow.
There's no DLC on there. It's just like a revision, like a retelling of the same story. So I kind of want to play the first one, or is it kind of? I don't know. It's so confusing. I don't know what the timeline is fitting.
Yeah.
But I want to play the first one and kind of finish it up that way. I could be like ready and caught up for the one that's coming out. Things about that game though, it's so fucking.
Yeah. I was. Yeah. I'm feeling your pain on that with the Three
With
Houses.
3 houses. I want to play it, but my wife won't let me.
Yeah, she's playing it right now.
She's playing it
playing it right now,
Oh,
yeah.
She's
in the
background. There you go.
background
Yeah,
right
she's in the
now.
background. Yeah.
That's what's up though. So your next one is gonna be Persona 5.
Probably Persona 5 or Metal Gear, or maybe just hang out till freaking Final Fantasy comes out.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying
that's the big game on my radar.
I'm trying to clear up my backlog right now. But yeah, this week I cleared up 3 games off that backlog. I did Red Dead Redemption 2, finally all the way done. I don't know if I mentioned that last time, but that was during this week period anyway. So Red Dead Redemption 2 has been completed. I've completed Pokemon Sword and Shield, I believe, Thursday night. Finally beat
30
Leon.
hours?
About 27, 28 hours, so give or take. And then, but you know, I haven't done everything in the game. I've only completed the main storyline, which is what I consider, you know, as soon as I see the credits, that's me completing a game, basically. And then I did a complete run of Hades all the way through to the end. That was a good, and that was 2 days before the what's it called, the new update dropped.
Yeah.
And then I hopped back on it yesterday. I hopped on it yesterday after work for a little bit to check out the new person and the new things that have come out for it. So the winter update, the long winter update, or whatever it is that they're calling it, is that what it's called? The long winter?
I think so. Because the next one's like in like
Long winter
50
update.
some days.
So the long winter update was pretty freaking awesome. You get to do like chill effects and stuff like that. The new weapon is coming out sometime with the next update, as well as the fourth aspect of every weapon.
Okay.
They're also updating that. I figured out how to earn more Titan's Blood finally.
How?
So whenever you complete the game and you beat Hades and you escape, you die and you come back because he won't let you escape. That's the point of the game.
Yeah.
So now what happens is whenever you choose your weapon before you leave, I'll show you later on. Whenever you choose your weapon and you go to leave, you can make the game harder. So the first time you go through with the weapon, say whatever, the bow or whatever you want, right? I'm gonna go in with the sword.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving and it gives me a difficulty slider. But there's like 20 different things that you can choose from. So there could be like I don't know, like you take 20% more damage, or one hit is negated from all enemies, so you have to hit them an extra time, or
So there's different modifiers.
to make the game as hard as you want. Now, every time you complete every section with that weapon, you have to increase your modifier by 1. So the first time you go through, you increase it by 1. You go through the game, you get your mat or whatever it is, right? Your material, and then you come back and you go through it again. If in order to get another mat for that weapon type, you have to increase it by 1. So 1 turns into 2, 2 turns into 3, so on and so forth, and the game keeps getting harder and harder and
So
harder
that's
with that
that's how you
weapon.
get Titan Bloods now, correct?
Correct.
Because previously it was, I think once you beat Meg or something, she would give you a Titan Blood.
Correct. And then at the end of the game, when you beat Hades, he gives you a Titan Blood.
Okay, I remember before the update, you would beat the first boss from Tartarus, you would get a Titan's Blood, and then after you beat the Hydra from Asphodel, you would get the Diamond.
They're correct. And then you get the juice from, or the drink or whatever it is from.
Okay, I never beat the
Theseus.
Elysium, so okay, I never got that
Theseus.
far. Okay,
And then
okay.
whenever you beat Hades, Hades gives you
The
a Titan
Blood?
Blood again.
Okay,
And then
okay.
that's when you can start bounties.
That-
So after all that stuff, that's how you start earning the mats. Now with the new update, what they ended up doing is they ended up putting the store, the guy that's sitting next to Hades, where you can build things with the gemstones.
The Renovator,
It
whatever.
used to
yeah.
be just like 3 things that you could choose
I
from.
saw that. There's a
and
whole
now it's got the
list.
whole list, so you can
Yeah.
actually go through and choose like specifically what you want, and you don't have to wait for like a RNG type
I
thing
saw
to come
that.
through,
Yeah.
which is pretty dope. So they've added in a lot of stuff, and the chill aspects were pretty cool. I'm not the biggest fan of her just yet. They changed a couple of the wordings though, so like poison doesn't exist anymore.
Really?
It's called hungover.
That's right. I noticed that. I noticed that. I was like, hungover. So what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I was like hungover. That sounds cool. And then it's just poison.
Just poison.
It's just poison.
Yeah.
And then like for instance on the dash attack for what's his name? The poison god, the wine god? Dionysus?
Yeah.
So Dionysus's his dash attack, it used to be like from the point where you dash from where you dash, that's where the little poison ring came out. But now whenever you dash, it sits there for like a second and a half and it just explodes poison damage out. So what you do is you go up to an enemy and you dash away from them and do your dash attack, and the whole time it's stacking
They're just
poison on them. So that's a pretty cool little
Yeah,
change.
I played it just enough to do like a run, which I was so rusty from not playing a week already.
40 minutes.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I haven't played it, so I was like, okay.
Oh, run is 40 minutes.
Yeah, a run is 40
damn.
minutes. Yeah, because I was playing it Monday night. I was like, I did 2 runs. It was like an hour and a half. I'm like, oh, yeah. I was like, I thought this game was a little bit faster, but no. Once you get going, you're going.
Once you get the hang of it, bro, like a run for me, like a run from beginning to end is like 45 minutes to an hour, depending
Yeah.
on if I get to Hades or not.
Oh damn.
So it goes for a long time. But I mean, you can pause it in between. You can pause it and quit in between
Right.
each realm. But each realm takes me like 10 minutes or so because there's 4 realms right now.
And this update for the game, it's free?
Yes.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
I think
Because
it's on,
it's
I
in
think they're
early
back
access.
on sale. They're back on
okay.
sale.
Is it?
Yeah, they're having sale.
Oh,
Super
nice.
Giants.
Yeah,
so-
it was like 10% off or something like that. So
That's
if you have
pretty
it on PC, if you don't have it on PC, pick it up. Because right now Steam has got that lunar sale going on right
Yeah.
now. They're doing the lunar
I'm
sale.
telling
You're
you,
the
this-
rat, dude. You're the rat.
we are adding to your backlog.
So
Yep.
I
Me
did
and we
do
both highly endorse this game.
I did do those. I did complete those 3 games. I picked up 3 houses on Best Buy online because I spent enough money at Best Buy to where they give me basically like Amazon Prime status. So everything that I buy from BestBuy.com is sent to me the next day. Doesn't matter what fucking time I order it.
Really?
So if I order something right now, it'll be on my doorstep tomorrow.
That's
Like,
not bad.
Fucking dope.
It's pretty
That's
good.
good.
Yeah.
So
pretty
I ordered 3 houses. Like fuck it, it's on sale. It was like $49.99 on sale, and then with my Gamers Club discount, it brought it down to $39.99. And then I had a $30 gift certificate for when I bought my iPad, so I got the game for like $12.
That's a win, bro.
$12
That's a
with tax.
win.
I mean, 70-hour game, just one playthrough for $10, not bad. So I started that.
And which house did you choose?
I chose the Golden Deer.
Did you?
Yeah,
Were they your first choice, or did you actually like stop
No.
and think about it? And then-
first just I went with my gut on it. Like just I heard the chick talk from the Red House, and I heard
Black Eagles, I think they're called.
Yeah, and then the dude from the Blue House, he
Blue
seemed
Lions.
too like the chick seemed too, I don't know,
Too uppity.
too uppity, and the dude was just like too combative, and then the other guy was just like laissez-faire attitude, like nothing fucking matters.
Let's just
and,
hang out.
He's like, we're in the United States, basically.
Yeah.
Like we're just like a group of people that just kind of like hang out together. No big deal. I was like, oh, got it.
This guy's pretty chill.
So I joined that one, and I'm enjoying the shit out of the game, man. Like it took me a minute to like a minute. It took me like 6 hours to figure it out.
To learn the menus.
Not the menus. It was kind of like learning what to do with the characters. Like you could just leave the characters alone and let them do what they want to do, but you're the instructor of their house somehow when you're the same age. I don't get it. Stupid anime shit, weeb shit.
Anime shit.
Anyway,
All the weebs are triggered.
all the weebs are triggered, dude. So like whatever I've been doing, I wanted people to do certain things. So what I did was I researched the final class and their personal abilities, and I made a spreadsheet basically, and I put them where I wanted them to be and what skills I wanted to focus on. And they keep trying to change it up on me. Like they like during the week, they're like, "Hey, I'm really good at this, but I would like to be good at this." And I'm like, "No, bitch,
No,
you
bro.
fucking know your role
Right?
No,
and
bro.
stay where I tell you to go and do the damn things." And so like I've got them going a specific route right now. Um, for some reason, Byleth just ranks up like a son of a bitch, and he's like killing everything in one
One
shot,
hit. Kabam.
and everybody else is just kind of like lagging behind. I'm like, come on, dude, like pick it up.
Yeah, I'll talk to Mikkel like, what game you playing? Three Houses. I'm like, I'm really surprised that she's sticking with it. So that's pretty bad. I mean, that's telling you how good a game is because Mikkel really stuck with the Death Stranding and finished it all the way.
Yep.
And now she's
And she did
focusing on this one.
Pokemon Sword
She did
and Shield. Did you do Sword and Shield or just Shield?
Shield,
Oh, she's waiting on Sword.
and then she did Outer Wilds before that. Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds.
Oh,
She
damn.
did. Yeah, she
Yeah.
did Outer Worlds. It took her 30
Then
something
Death
hours.
Stranding, then to Pokemon, and then now she's playing Three Houses.
Three
So I
Houses.
mean, if my
And
wife's
Ring
loving
Fit,
it that
yeah.
much, like it has to be that good. I can't wait. Sit down with it.
Yeah, I'll let you borrow my copy when I'm done because I'll probably finish before
Thank
she
you.
does.
No, let me borrow a copy, please.
I'll let you borrow a copy from my house
I
to your
appreciate
house.
it. Yeah, yeah. One of my topics that I want to cover real quick
Sure, man.
is I finished Netflix The Witcher.
Hmm.
I liked it. It ended good.
Yeah.
Please don't
I was
ruin
like,
it. I'm on
I won't,
like
okay,
episode 3 or 4.
I'm not going to, but it ended. I was like, here we go.
It was
Here
good.
we go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I thought it was so good. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the shit out of it.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was hesitant to like it at first because the first episode, like I said, it just threw so much information
Yeah.
at you, so much exposition. But it's like, look, actually, I know you've probably heard this a lot of times where no, let it breathe, give it episodes, couple. No, this show, yeah, if you didn't like the first one, just bear through it, and
Yeah.
it gets good. And that's all
Yeah,
I'll say about it.
I hit episode 3 yesterday because I like to play 3 houses and watch something at the same time. Like I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the game, but some of these little anime voices and whatever, I'm just like, oh, okay, I get it.
And some of them
I
are
get
super
it.
lolly. I'm like, man.
Oh my God, thanks, Professor.
So
You sucked his dick.
Is
We're the
Three
same
Houses
age.
is Three Houses one of those games where you could just be like do and then look at TV and then come back to
Yeah.
it, or is it one of that you have to?
If you're doing like a tea time or something, like there's certain applications in the game where you have to be focused. They give you a time limit for something that you should say or do. Those times are few and far between. But like if you're just cruising around exploration, doing your exploration or the battles, you could not pay attention to it. But that's what I kind of like about it. It's kind of casual. To me, it's a top down like D&D type game, and I like those a lot. Like Divinity: Original Sin was one of my favorites, 1 and 2. So I'm enjoying the D&D aspect of it. I'm
It's not gonna
enjoying.
throw QTEs at you, right?
No,
Exactly.
no.
Those
And
are my favorite.
they do have the hit ratios that you could do. They have crits. You can rank up your stats as certain classes. Like certain classes rank up their stats in certain ways that other classes don't. So, for instance, my character is a strong type character, but I want to swap him over to like a dex based character because I want him to go bow. I want him to go assassin eventually ending because like most of my characters they don't use bows. They don't they're not doing like thievery shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a thief class, a rogue class, or whatever. Most of them are knights and like tanks and stuff like that because later on in the game it will get harder, of course. So right now I'm gonna build him to be my ranger slash rogue. So I moved him over to a dex based class, and now whenever he levels up, he ranks up his dex, and then he's also using swords now instead of axes. So now he's leveling up his swords. You don't really have to pay attention that. I mean, you
Okay.
do have to pay attention, but you don't have to pay attention that hard.
It's
like
not
you
like
can watch the show and look down. Okay, it's my turn to move.
it's not like Mass Effect where you just like start watching the cutscene and then a little paragon
Oh no,
thing comes up. You're like, oh, you gotta hit it. If not,
no, nothing like that. Thank God.
I hate that because I'm like watching the cutscene and a little QTE pops up to do something renegade or paragon,
This isn't Shenmue,
and you
bro.
miss it. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Shenmue
Shenmue
was
does it
bad with
so
that, dude.
bad.
Fuck. Shenmue did that a
Did you get
lot,
3?
bro. No.
Thank God. The DLC just came out for it though. The DLC for Shenmue 3 came out on Friday.
To update the patch, to update it.
No, they did some other stuff and added some stuff to the game. But yeah, they did patch the game for certain things that were pissing people off. But they
Yeah.
did add some content
Is
to
there
it.
a reason why you're hesitant on getting Shenmue 3?
I think it's gonna ruin it for me because I have this nostalgia
Which is like in your mind, it's
in my.
perfect. It's
Yeah,
it's good. It's a
it
good
was
game in your
good.
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because even when 2 came out on the Xbox, it kind of soured it a bit because, and I know why it soured it for me because obviously you're going from a Dreamcast to an Xbox, so none of the character stats and stuff moved over, obviously. So all the work I did for maxing out every single move, and I shit you not, dude, it took hours, bro.
Yep.
Like literally holding forward, pressing A or X, whatever it was on the stupid Dreamcast to do the move, 874 times just to max it out. And then I did that for every move. I went out and learned every move, gambled, worked in the game, got
Yeah.
all the currency
You
you
actually
get.
had to drive like a forklift
You had
and
to
shit.
drive a
Yeah, because
you had to work in the stupid game.
yeah, because you had to get food, and
But
to get the food, you need
yeah,
the money, and to get the money, you had
and
to
then you had
get
to
a job.
gamble, and then once you gamble, you get earn more money, and then I was able to buy the scrolls to learn all the moves. Like I learned every
Movesets,
single
yeah.
move, dude, every single one, maxed
Damn.
out every single move, and then I went to Xbox, and it's like, cool,
Start.
here's your moves. We took out some of them. Like, oh damn, that sucks, dick. And then the moves you did have are at a lower base level, so you got to work them all up again.
Bum, bum, bum.
So it kind of sucked. And then the story's kind of lackluster, I guess. Like,
I watched people play it on stream, and I knew
it's
immediately I wasn't gonna buy the game.
yeah, like
I knew immediately just from the gameplay,
I
and
saw
it
Max
looked
playing it. Yeah,
it
for
still
like
looked like a
10
Dreamcast
minutes.
game.
Yeah,
Really?
that's another disappointment.
They
For
didn't up-
PS4,
yeah, they didn't
they
update
didn't
it.
touch the graphics for shit, dude.
Really?
Like they could have gone the Yakuza route,
Oh, that was
updated it,
such a good.
and they didn't. It's like the same graphics, bro.
Same graphics, same
Yeah.
QTEs, same
Like
bullshit.
I want
you're
to
doing.
finish it because it's most likely going to end with Shimmy 3. There's not going to be a 4. There's not.
Because the third one was kickstarted, correct?
It was.
Yeah, it was Kickstarter.
At E3 by
At E3.
PlayStation.
It was
Yeah,
kickstarted.
and
Yeah.
PlayStation matched them, and they hit all their backings and everything, whatever, or the tiers or whatever the fuck it's called on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna play it and just not have that much fun
And
with
just be
it.
disappointed,
Yeah,
and just completely just remember,
Yep.
like
It's like
"Ah,
masturbating to gay porn.
yeah. Like,
What?
why would you do that, dude?
Why would you do
Yeah.
that?
Exactly. You still
Yeah.
get the satisfaction of doing it, but
I mean, yeah.
All the work you had to get
I
there.
want to see how far he was gonna go.
nah,
with that.
I can keep going, but I'm not going to.
He will
We're live
go
on
there.
air.
We're live,
But,
man. We're trying to keep our.
But
our
yeah,
fan
like
base.
I'm like if the game comes on sale for like
Yeah.
I guess if it
pennies
comes
on the dollar
or
or
if it's like
whatever.
on PlayStation Plus or something.
See, that's what I'm hoping.
A year from now.
I'm hoping that it just 1 month is like, hey, it's
Speaking
free.
of-
Like, boom, I'm
Speaking
gonna
of,
get it.
I still got to get the games from this month. I have
What were
Uncharted
this
and
month's?
Goats.
what?
Uncharted.
Oh yeah, I
and,
got it already.
And Goats.
Goat Simulator.
Yes.
I don't understand Goat Simulator, dude. I'm out on that, bro.
I'm out. I'm out. Seas.
I did get the Uncharted though. It's in the library.
Yeah.
That's a 3-game. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought that one for Travis for
Yeah.
his Christmas present or birthday present whenever we did that stuff
For
for him
the
for
PS?
PlayStation.
Yeah.
And I don't think he ever played it, so I might just take his copy.
Just take his copy, bro.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Just, hey man, you never open it? Pass it back, bro.
Yeah. Stream it.
All right, man. So I got something for you, bro. We are. Oh wait, I'm sorry. What? You were gonna say something?
I actually have one more topic that I want to talk about. But
That's
go ahead.
cool.
Okay. Have you guys heard of Team Bluepoint? They're the guys who they are really good at remastering games. They
Yeah.
they're the ones who helped develop Guardian Shadow of the Colossus that came out last year.
Right.
That was done really well.
Yeah, there is rumors that there is some other games that they might be working on. I looked it up earlier. The ones I can remember off the top of my head, they were possible that they might be remaking for the PS5 because they said they got some big stuff coming up for it. Could possibly be Siphon Filter. You remember that
Siphon
one?
Filter was a good one.
Siphon Filter. I think it was another one was Silent Hill,
That was a good one.
Metal Gear Solid 1.
That would be
Damn.
amazing.
Yeah.
They need
Yeah.
to work on that one only.
Wow.
Well, they did do there was a remake of that one on the Wii or the Wii U or the
the
GameCube.
Twin Snakes
Twin
one like that.
Snakes, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Team Bluepoint, they're the ones who made Metal Gear Solid HD, the 3-game bundle
Oh,
that came
okay.
back out. Those
That
guys
was a
are
good one.
responsible.
Yeah,
Yeah, those
that was a
guys
good one.
they grabbed the old source code and a code source and update it and give it the facelift it
Yeah.
needs to be. And the other one was I think SOCOM 2
Damn.
for remaking.
Oh, I wonder if you could still do
Yeah.
like the voice commands with your headset because that
That's
was
cool.
the big
Yeah.
thing for SOCOM
It
2
was.
is you had the headset that plugged into
Really?
the PS4,
Yep.
the PS2, and you'd be like, Alpha
flank 6 or flank to the
whatever,
right or something
head
like
this
that.
way or whatever. Like you would look at a point and be like Alpha 6 this way, and then they would like fucking move
Really?
for you, and like
Yeah.
you didn't have to like control them. But that SOCOM
Yeah.
was
It was
beast
dope,
back
I
in the
dude.
never
It
day.
played
was
that one.
good,
I know it was
dude.
like a third person
Yeah.
shooter. I know the multiplayer was.
Yeah.
I
It
remember
was
Shipman being big on it.
realistic. It was a
Yeah.
good game, and playing that one was so much fun. Is that like if you had the headset and you were talking to your
Yeah.
characters to move around. But the thing is like voice recognition technology isn't what it is now.
Yeah.
So now I'm assuming it would be better. So if like
It
you
could
could do
be.
it, if you could pull it off now, that would be awesome. But like back then, it was cool as shit to
Yeah.
see.
Because it was the only game doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It
the
was
only.
very
First of its kind.
tactical. Very
First
tactical.
of its kind.
It was very, very
good.
tactical. But yeah, it was basically a linear stage you had to get from point A to point B to do an objective or
Yeah.
whatever. It wasn't like a big open world, whatever the fuck.
No,
It
it
was
was just
PS2,
point A to B. And I'm guessing you have like a team of like 5 seals or something like that.
Four, I think. Yeah, four.
then
Yeah.
just
So
There's
you
4.
and 3 others.
Mhm.
Or so and so get the right side.
You could literally like
what the-
Charlie flank left, and
and take the guard out.
and you would
and
go
then
and
the rest-
flank, and like whoever was there, he's taking care of it. And then at certain points, you would like breach, and they would know to go through the door.
Nice.
Or if not, they would just
The
stop.
voice
Like, it was
commands
weird,
was
dude.
really ahead of its time back then. If they could do something like a tactical game like that now, where you actually had voice commands and you weren't doing keyboard inputs or like command inputs, like I can't remember the last game that I played that did it. Fucking Outer Worlds
Outer
did
Worlds,
it.
you hit left or right or something like that, and they start moving around.
Yeah,
and
they
all
would start
that.
moving around. I don't want. I'd rather be like, hey, go
Just talk
here.
about it.
Hey, go here.
Yeah.
Go to where,
Yeah.
whatever their fucking name is. Go this direction, and then they would go that direction or whatever.
So yeah,
Scout
that's
or patrol or something. That way you could actually like be more tactical with it. That'd be dope.
so yeah, that's Team Blue Point. They just something I read that they have some big plans for PlayStation 5 and possible remasters.
So they're
of
working
those
on
games.
more than one.
Is
I
one of
think
those
so.
Nice.
is one of those games Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic? Because I saw somebody post about that
I
earlier.
saw you guys talking about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
tweeted it out.
They say it's just a rumor so far. Like
Yeah.
nobody's confirmed if it's an actual studio working on it, but that would be
Hopefully it's not fucking Bioware.
It'd be incredibly dope if it were a fucking badass remake
never
or a
played it.
remastered or whatever the fuck they want to call
I
it.
never
dude.
played it, but I remember
Yeah.
Travis praising it highly, and I know you also said it's also a really
Knights
good
of
game.
the Old Republic is probably one of the greatest RPGs I have ever played.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, you played it
And
The
also.
story was good. Fucking a phenomenal story, dude.
The storyline was great. The side quests were great. All the little things that you could do. It was one of those RPGs that was kind of like you remember like you had certain skills that you would build out, and then like Mass Effect 1 or 2, like if you were Renegade or
Yeah,
Rebel,
I remember that was like some of the basis of Bioware's foundation from the system,
Correct.
Paragon and Renegade. Like they got the
Yep.
ideas
from
Light
Star
side,
Wars.
dark
yeah,
side.
exactly.
Yeah.
They got the
Literally,
ideas from
that's all
there
it was.
and literally brought that into Mass
So-
Effect.
If you had never played it before, if you were light side, you got access to light side powers. If you were dark side, you got access to like dark side powers.
Yeah.
The further you were into it, the more invested you were into that side, the harder or the stronger the powers were.
Yeah.
So, like Force Lightning is a dark side power only, so you had to run
Yeah.
dark side. So, like, if you wanted to play like, and then not only that, but they had 3 different classes of every single character, and you didn't even have to use a lightsaber. You could actually be a ranger, have a Jedi on your team, and then that Jedi would take care of all the Jedi powers for you,
Mhm.
and you could just run as a sword wielder, like a vibroblade, or a blaster, or a heavy blaster, or a fist if you wanted to. You didn't actually have to play a Jedi, even though you were. So you can go in there as a melee tank,
No
like
way.
melee fist, or like a dagger or something, not even have a lightsaber, because lightsabers didn't have the best stats. They reflected shots back, but they didn't have the best stats.
Oh.
And you can go in there and be like fucking force push or force lift, and then like beat the shit out of them while they're in the air with your little dagger. You didn't even have to have a lightsaber.
Yeah.
So a lot of times like the lightsabers would give you negative bonuses, especially if like it was a double bladed lightsaber. You would have an offhand debuff, or not an offhand, but like an offhand. Your offhand chance, like your backside swing, would always swing way less than what your
Yeah.
main hand was.
Really?
So it was always beneficial to run one-handed than it was to run two-handed and or double-bladed or whatever. So
It basically used a D&D D20 system
yeah,
Really?
it
in
used
the
the
game.
D20,
Like
yeah.
when you rolled, your character came up, he's like strength is 15, so you got +2, which is your imaginary roll. And so when you're swinging, there's chances to miss.
Ooh.
And then they
Yeah.
also had the Mass Effect tech system in there as well. So
Yeah.
there's a security spikes, right?
Security spikes.
And then there
yeah.
was like trap detection, which
Yeah.
was like your infiltrator status. They also had a stealth system in the game.
Yep.
There was language like lie and charm and all that other
Yeah.
shit. It was like completely fleshed out video game that went to.
So this was Mass Effect before Mass Effect.
Yeah.
It was definitely
This
the
is where
best
this is where
one.
Mass Effect got its
That's where it
But
got
I
its
feel like they can do
reminisce.
more with it now because
If it's
the-
gonna be a remake, not a remaster, a remake would fucking. If they, as long as they can keep like the same story, but like make it like the best game.
better, yeah, because the way I played it, I actually gimped myself by playing it because
How so?
I never went light or dark side.
Oh, yeah, you
you're
fucked
I
well,
would
yourself.
you're
constantly
well
just try it
balanced.
because there's a small little. Anytime you go into the player menu, it was on the side, and it was like a little meter of your guy going to light side to dark side, and I was constantly just hovering in the middle that was white
Fuck that. I
because I
was
thought
dark side all the time.
I thought eventually I'd just be a gray Jedi because I knew they existed. I was like, maybe
Yeah.
they're in this game. They're not in the game.
Not in the
It's
game,
a
okay.
fucking lie, dude. If somebody ever tells you that, they're a fucking liar.
Get the fuck out of your bullshit.
Yeah,
Gray light.
but I stayed neutral as much as possible. Now there are situations in the game where you have to pick one or the other based on the decision of what's in front of you. Like you're gonna save this girl or you're gonna let her die. Whatever. You have to pick one. So the game does force you to choose every now and then. But for the most part, I was hovering in that middle, trying to stay as
just
neutral
like,
as possible,
well,
dude.
let's just talk it
But
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a game that came out on the original Xbox,
Yep.
and it was original Xbox and PC back in the day, and that was like a fully fleshed out RPG that took, I don't know, like 40, 50 hours to complete
Yep.
back on the Xbox days, which was
Yeah.
pretty solid.
And again, good story.
If this
A lot
remake,
of lore.
if this remake happens, you think it will be it will be Bioware developing with EA publishing it? You think
Yeah.
that'll be along that?
I mean,
on that line?
they have to go through
Or would
Bioware
EA
and
Yeah.
EA.
or EA keep? Well, I know they have a deal with Disney, and they have the Star Wars license. You know, they're the ones who
Right.
make Star
Yeah.
Wars games. You know, would they develop it themselves
No.
using their Frostbite engine?
Mm-mm.
Even though their Frostbite engine is probably
Well,
not the best one to use.
EA doesn't really develop games; they're just a publisher.
Yeah.
But they do have their developers. Like was it fucking BioWare's one of them? Who's the one that does Battlefield and shit like that?
I don't remember who.
Anyway, they
Yeah.
have their own developers. They just publish the games. They have their own platform
Yeah.
and shit like that. I think that they're gonna have BioWare do it, unfortunately. But they also did. I read something a few weeks back where they picked up a new studio to do remakes and remasters.
Okay.
So hopefully it's one of those, and then like they're just pushing stuff off to BioWare. Like, hey, do you approve of this? Hey, do you approve of that? I don't want it to be a reskin remaster. I want it to be a full-on remake, kind of like what they did with Resident Evil 2, what they're doing with Resident Evil 3, what they're doing
Yeah.
with Final Fantasy 7.
Like fix the things that were wrong with the game.
Correct.
And
And
improve on what was
and
good.
make it better. Like
Yeah.
a fully voice acted protagonist would be great because back then they didn't have those.
Yeah, it'd be script. I
It would
guess,
just be
text.
script, so you'd have
Yeah.
to read everything and stuff like that. So hopefully they go that route and they don't end up going we're just gonna make the graphics better, play the same exact game.
I'll still play it.
So not the
I still
exact
would too.
game, not the exact something
No,
that's
no.
that's close to the source material.
Right, but like an actual remake, like what I was saying, like now put into the game an incentive to be a neutral, a gray
Correct.
Jedi.
Okay.
Like
You
make
remember
that
playing-
a thing, you know,
Yeah,
or
did you ever play Fallout 3?
Which is Fallout 3.
Fallout 3 was the one where you're in Washington D.C. and the
No, no,
capital.
no,
was
no,
in-
no, no.
Okay, in Fallout
Wait,
3,
the Commonwealth and
no, that's Boston. That's Fallout 4.
that's far.
okay, 4.
So
Yeah.
in Fallout 3, they had the karma system where if you killed somebody that was good or whatever, that wasn't a bandit, you would get negative karma. If you did something good, you would get good karma. And if you went through the whole game right in the middle, you had got one of the best perks in all the game, which was like a +4 to charisma and like a +4 to perception. Something I can't remember the name of the perk, but it was just like this neutral perk. So if you sat right in the middle of the karma system, you got like the greatest fucking perk in the whole game, but you had to stay there. So
Yeah.
that means like for every good deed you did,
You have to do a bad deed.
you had to steal from somebody or kill somebody.
Yep.
You had to keep it right in the middle. So you can
I
go
love it.
full good, and then there was specific perks for good characters, and there's specific perks for bad
Bad
characters,
characters, yeah.
which what makes Fallout 3 one of the best ones in
Yeah.
that series, because Fallout 4 fucked that up.
That's called true balance in the force.
True balance.
And then like right in the mid, if you were right in the middle, you got this fucking amazing perk that just like it was just so good. But there wasn't anything like that in Star Wars Knights of the Old
Yeah,
Republic.
no.
So if they could add in the Gray Jedis, because they do exist in the lore,
Yeah.
and also Knights of the Old Republic is now canon as of this last fucking movie that just came out. They made it canon with
Really?
Yeah.
this latest movie. So
So the games or just this game, Knights of the
Old Republic. The story of Darth Revan
Yeah.
is canon.
is canon.
Oh. Oh,
they
okay.
acknowledge Darth Revan in the movie or whatever.
So if you've
okay.
never played the game, it's on my Steam library. So if you ever want to play it,
Can I
fucking
play on controller?
yes,
Okay.
Yes.
yes, you can play with a controller, and it is a pause based like tactical RPG. So like as soon as combat comes into play,
Enter commands.
the game pauses. Boom, and then you select each character what you
Mhm.
want them to do. You have a party of 4 out of 6 or 7, I believe, is
Yeah.
what it is. And then you go through the battle. And then once they do their turn actions, you can see what their actions are. Then you can pause the game again, set actions, and let them do their thing.
Let the action play out.
Or you can let it just play out all together, and then you can have them. Dude, this game was fucking way advanced for back in the
Way,
day.
yeah.
You could like set up what you wanted them to do in certain situations. So if you wanted them to be defensive, they would only use their powers defensively.
Like you could like set up gambits or parameters, or would be like, okay,
Yes.
play fight wisely. Would it be
Mhm.
kind of reserved or special powers, or you
Correct.
could be like fight aggressive, or
Correct.
play defense, or play
all
heals.
that
something
stuff
like
was in
yeah.
the game back in whenever the
Yep.
fuck it came out.
Okay.
It's been around for a minute.
It's good.
That sounds like fun.
It's one of the greatest games. I hope they do remake it. I hope that they make it. Don't get me wrong, the game was already great. It's 9.5, 10 out of for me. It was an amazing game.
Solid, yeah.
Up there.
So if they could do that with like an open world, like not like a whole open, like the hubs that you got to were open world, but they
Yeah.
were like, but if they could add the rich detail and the rich lore,
Kind of like
and
Outer Worlds, where it's not an open world, but you had these large areas to walk
exactly
around.
exactly like that.
It
If
won't
they
be like
could-
like a world, but
if they
you
could
have large enough areas to go explore, and then you go to the next planet or the world or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, if they could
That can
do
work.
that with the third person over their shoulder and maybe like a tactical camera, kind of like Dragon Age had, because that was also a Bioware game.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Age had that, you could pause it and look from up top, and like you can direct people where to go and do things like that. That wasn't in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, but if they could add something like
So
that as
I
well,
really liked Mass Effect 2. That's still one of my favorite RPGs. Would I
Yeah.
like KOTOR?
oh, you would love it.
Oh, yeah,
It's
you
right
would.
up there.
You
They're
would,
hand in
yeah.
hand.
It's not as action based as Mass Effect was, because once again the limitations of the Xbox were
Correct,
not
yeah.
as great
Yeah.
as the Xbox 360, which is
But
what the Mass
the
Effect came out on.
gameplay, the story, the character development.
way
better.
Yeah.
Just
Way
that
better.
one game is better than all 3 of those games combined.
Yeah.
That's how good
And
Star
you
Wars
love the
Knights
first
is.
one.
I will still play it to this day.
Okay.
I can boot it up right now. I have it installed. I will play right now. It is one of my favorite games of all time.
You know what? For my streams, I should have like a Thursday night.
Retro
Be
night?
like retro night. Yeah. Just play an old school game.
Man, hell yeah.
Just play an old school game.
Knights of the Old Republic,
and
being
I
booted
think
up.
Knights might be on
Yeah.
there.
For sure, install it and play it, dude. It's so good.
You've just added to my backlog, bro. you.
Speaking of
Damn.
old games, Batman Arkham.
I got a skin. I saw that.
DLC.
But which
update.
game was it? Was it Arkham?
Arkham Knight. The one that came out with you had the Batmobile.
The
or
last
whatever.
one.
The
Yeah.
most recent one that came out 5 years ago.
It was
Jesus
it was
Christ.
5 years ago.
Asylum City Origins Knights.
Yeah, Asylum.
Asylum. Asylum.
Asylum.
Asylum.
Asylum City Origins and Knights.
Yes.
And then they
City was
haven't-
my favorite one.
City was the best one.
It was the best one, yes.
Hands
But
down.
they haven't done anything lately except for release a DLC for a cosmetic item for a game that's 5 years old. So
Hmm.
I'm not exactly too sure why they
I
did
don't.
that.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that, but cool. I mean, you already had so many excellent skins to choose from anyway. I always rocked the Batman Beyond outfit, and the
Oh, I love that
I like
outfit,
the
dude.
Batman
But he
Beyond
was too
outfit.
he was too big.
He was too bulky, yeah, because Terry Guinness was very lean, you know. And the I think we had the Yellow Lantern Batman
Yeah,
outfit. I
That
like
was the
that
best one.
I like rocking that one,
was the
and the Frank Miller Dark Knight one.
That was a good
Yeah.
one.
I like
that was a good
I like
costume.
those three. I always
Thick.
just bounce around
Yeah.
from those. Yeah. What I did
And
like
Black Cat was hot as.
Oh, yes, you was.
going
Oh,
back
no, sorry,
to
Black Cat, Catwoman.
Catwoman,
Ah,
yeah.
Black Cat was
Catwoman.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Still same thing.
She's
Same
still
difference.
dying. He's still
Yes.
same game,
Yeah.
just a
Felicia
different
Hardy.
universe.
What I did
Fine.
like about Arkham City is it made me look into these other characters that I've never heard before.
Calendar
like
Man?
Hush. No, like Hush.
Hush was good,
yeah,
dude.
Hush. He made me. Have you read The Long Halloween?
The Long Halloween, yes.
Yeah, I actually seen those characters. I wanted to know
Yeah.
more about these other characters, and then when I played City, I realized this reminds me. There was another book where Gotham gets hit by an earthquake, and it's all on its own.
The fuck is
cat-
going on
the
out
cat's
there?
outside. Yeah, there's a story where Gotham gets hit by an earthquake, and it gets separated and becomes its own little island. And I
Mhm.
think that's where a lot of the ideas from different books
Yeah.
culminated to make Arkham City. And so just playing the game brought a lot of these books to my attention, and I enjoyed it for
Oh
that.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of graphic novels for Batman, especially Batman.
Yeah.
That are just phenomenal reads. I know Superman has like maybe 2, but then Batman's like sitting on 5, and Justice League has 1.
Especially when Frank Miller did them.
Yeah, exactly. He's the main guy. Yeah,
Whenever Miller did them, it was like God.
Yeah.
All of his stuff, fucking
Yeah.
Sin City and all the Arkham Knight fucking
He
little
had,
fucking.
300.
Oh my God, 300. All those were fucking great.
fucking
All
great.
I
those were
never
good.
read 300. I did like the movie, of course. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
But
Except for the second one.
the book is
300
basically shot for shot.
is it
Yeah.
very stylized?
they did it shot for shot from the book.
Very
Yeah.
stylized.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
good.
Like that way.
Very well done.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, they made a costume.
Yeah, they
I didn't see
released
it
a costume
coming.
for a
I didn't see it
5-year-old
coming, but-
game. I mean, who's still playing the game?
Who?
I have no idea.
Like, is there like why? Like, did they say why?
Huh?
They made the skin?
No, that's what everybody's worried about. Or not. They haven't announced any new games. They haven't announced any new content. But they release a new skin for a 5-year-old game that originally released to poor reception because of the fact that it performed poorly on consoles and PC, and they eventually did fix it. But the thing is, like, they got this game out there, and they didn't really support it too well off the beginning, and that's what lost a lot of the respect for Rocksteady Games.
Yeah.
And they haven't announced anything. They haven't put anything out there. They haven't done
What are they working on now, Rocksteady?
Well, exactly.
I've heard
Nothing?
rumors. I've heard
Okay.
rumors that they're working on another comic book game. Whether they don't know if it's going to be based off of Superman
The
or
Avengers
the JLA.
one got pushed back too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that got
If you
pu-
listen
got
to the
pushed back.
podcast,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
got pushed back down to from May to September. So, which now has to compete with Cyberpunk. Where if I was a developer, I would stay the hell away from Cyberpunk.
Why?
Because
The game's not even gonna be that good, dude.
you don't.
Y'all realize
Shut
that, right?
the fuck.
It's gonna be garbage.
This is gonna be
Yeah,
the
Garbage.
best.
I mean,
No, it's probably gonna be good.
What was the
though.
last game? CG Project Red, right?
Yeah,
CD Projekt Red.
And what was the last game they made?
Witcher 3.
Some open world
Did
game.
you play it?
No. Okay,
So
I played it. I
why are
played
you
it. I
Why are
played
you
it.
hyped for
I don't know.
Cyberpunk?
This okay. From what I seen with the stylized the genre, I'm really interested in it. Not only that, but it's going into a first person
It was
view.
Gwent. Sorry.
Gwent?
Yeah,
The card
their-
game.
Their card game that got so popular in their main game that they made a separate game.
Well,
just
and
for
it came out on console, and now they're just moving it to PC. Cyberpunk. What I'm excited for is that I have played a little bit of Witcher, and I'm not basing it off of Witcher because I have not played enough to make a point off of that. But from what I've seen in the trailers, the production they're putting into it, and then the genre, I think this game is going to be really fun. I can't
What kind
wait.
of game is it? I'll be honest, I have not looked at anything. I think I'm like the one person in the gaming
Just like
world
the
that
shut-
just
It
close
is
my eyes to
blinds.
Cyberpunk.
It
Like,
is an open world RPG
right?
set in the year 2077.
It's
Is
like
it, but what's it like?
Grand, like it's like I think I'm
Is it
gonna
like,
guess it's
dude,
gonna be like
don't say that Grand Theft
Oh, it's
Auto.
also
That's what I
say
mean,
Grand Theft
bro.
Auto.
it's a first person shooter
See, I like
RPG.
I like his first person.
It's kind of like, how like Borderlands would be a first person shooter RPG or whatever. Well, first person shooter.
Is it like that? Is it like a loot game or
Yes. There is loot in the game. There is.
no? I mean, like if I kill something, like it's gonna drop
Yes.
a yellow
Yes.
epic or whatever.
Yes.
Really?
It's not Destiny. Not like that.
But like Borderlands.
No, but it's like based off of the character level and stuff like whatever you're killing.
Kevin.
So they're
is not
gonna have like
satisfied.
stems and like ammo and like shit for crafting.
That's just
and all
normal
that.
loot, dude. I'm just
It's a
talking
loot
about
game.
weapons, bro.
Yeah, you could do that too. I'm
cybernetic
sure.
enhancements.
Cybernetic enhancements.
That's
is
what I'm
in there.
saying. Like, is there any actual gameplay footage?
Yes.
Or
I'll
is it
show it
all
to
just
you.
cinematic bullshit?
I'll show it
I
to
think
you
it's
whenever we're
cinematic,
no,
from
nope,
what I've seen.
nope,
See-
nope. They have full
Okay.
like
Okay,
hours of gameplay. I'll
Okay,
show it to
calm
you after
down,
we're done.
dude. Calm down. Afterwards, I'm gonna have to actually sit down and finally watch. Because I'll be honest, I've never even seen the trailer for the game.
He's an hour.
An hour in.
He's
Well,
a year. He's
guys-
a year into the fucking thing.
Should we?
But to be fair, I'm not big on cyberpunk esque
The genre?
The genre
Right.
itself. I'm not. I think it looks cool. It's different. Like looking at these screenshots, that's the main protagonist.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
That's
No,
Keanu
Keanu
Reeves,
Reeves does.
but he's a side character, right?
Your
He's
main
like character.
protagonist could be anything you want. This is what the
Look at
this
that
is-
dude. He looks like fucking Mad Max, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It's Mad Max in the
Mad
future.
Max.
Cool. I like that car, dude. What is that?
It's the
G35.
Tron car.
Oh,
G35.
The Trump
it's a
car?
Tron, dude.
Tron car.
Oh, Tron car.
So anyway, so
Cybertruck.
I've just never looked into the game, so I'm not as hype as everybody else.
I'm hype. Hype as fuck.
It's definitely on my radar.
And I've never
I
played
will-
The Witcher.
I
Like,
will say hype. I am
Hype.
hype for it.
I need to play The Witcher.
I am
Yeah,
hype
you
for
do.
it. I don't think I will be disappointed with this game. I think this game will be what it
Well, it's
promises
a
to
AAA
be.
title game. How many AAA title games do you play and you're disappointed in? How many? There's very few, bro.
Yeah, to say that I'm disappointed.
Witcher?
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Ooh,
That
okay.
was-
That would definitely be the latest and greatest.
Don't look at me like that, because that game sucks dick.
It didn't suck
Yeah.
dick.
But we can even say the same, or at least you could say the same. Witcher.
Witcher.
He didn't enjoy
'Cause
it because
you
he didn't
didn't-
know how to
And the
play
thing
it.
is, yeah, and like I said,
Damn.
I didn't play it, but I never hate on it. I never went on my way and say
Yeah.
this is a bad game, no one should play it. You know, it just wasn't.
It wasn't
Ruben
for
just did
It
with
just
Mass
wasn't for
Effect.
me.
It wasn't his
And-
type of game.
Yeah, and I can't take away anything from that game. I can't
Right.
go out and say if somebody says, "Hey Rick, should I play Witcher 3?" I'll be like, "Give it a shot. You might like it."
Yeah.
I heard good things
Like
about it.
people
It's not
dog
for me.
Red Dead. Like, oh, it's too slow.
I thought
Like,
so
okay.
at first.
At the beginning,
and then,
oh yeah.
I thought so at first, and then I went back into the game, and then I was like, I'm just gonna do the story missions. I'm not gonna worry about hunting. I'm not gonna worry about all that
Gambling
other
and
shit.
quests, yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about all that shit. I just want to do the
A
fucking
lot of
story
shit,
missions,
too.
and the story was fucking so good. But like now, I was like, fuck, I want to hunt. Now I want to go gamble.
Yeah.
Now I want to.
You want to meet the strangers and shit.
Yeah, I want to meet all the strangers and,
And
do
some
all
of
that
the stranger stuff is it's weird. Like there's these two guys. There's a black guy called Mr. White and a white dude called
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
Black.
Black.
They broke out of prison.
That was a
They're
good
like,
one.
hey, we want to go into town and get some shit, but they have these wanted posters. So you go into town, take the wanted posters down, and you go back to them, and they give you a choice. He's like, you turn them in, or you can burn the wanted posters and help them out.
Yeah, you could turn them in and get the bounty.
If you
or,
turn them in, you don't get to meet them again for the next 2 times because you get 3 encounters with these people.
yeah,
So there you can just stop it by turning them in. But I threw them in the fire, and then later on you meet them again, and they make you do another thing, and then again you have the choice of helping them
Help them or turn
Or
them in.
or turn them in. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Like, so it's a different experience to a point with certain interactions in the game.
I've run
Yeah.
into this guy all the way through the game. He was always looking for his friend, and I never stopped to help him. He's some English guy, some fucking
Yes.
homo. He's like,
Gavin,
yeah, Gavin,
Gavin,
have you seen my friend Gavin?
have you seen my friend Gavin?
The whole
Gavin?
game. And I tried to talk to him, and I was like, go fuck yourself. I just stopped.
Yeah. I've talked to him.
Yeah.
Did you ever
I've
find
talked to
Gavin?
him. I've
Does
yet to
Gavin
find
exist?
Gavin, and
Does it
a
exist?
part of me wants to just load it up, Google search it, and be like, "Where the fuck is Gavin?" But it's like a running online joke. Where's Gavin?
No
Gavin?
one knows where Gavin's at.
Because
I
I'm
know-
assuming that dude's dead.
Yeah.
every fucking town I've gone into, he's popped up and he's looking for Gavin. Every town.
Every town.
Every
He's
town.
like he's like on Mass Effect. He's that little Conrad guy. He always follows you. Hey Shepard,
Hey,
Shepard,
Shepard.
where are you? Yeah. You're
But
a Dory
again, they
fan?
put different things into this game for like no reason other than to just add to the story and the lore. Not add to the story, but just add to the
the
ambiance or whatever, the
feel,
environment.
the world.
Did
Yeah.
you go find the family secret?
And well, hold up.
Oh.
I'm on this road, right? And I'm curving. And on the mini map, you'll see an X, which means there's a dead body.
Yep.
So I go down to it, and it's this guy was in a cart, horse, fell off, died. You loot the body. He's like returning home to the wife, up the house. And like you go down the road, you find his house. You get there, and the family's moved on because they thought the dad deserted them. But in reality, he just
died
fell
on
off
the
a cliff
way.
and died.
Yeah.
He didn't desert them, and that's it. Like you can't add to the story. You can't conclude.
make
it.
your own
can't,
story
you
up
can't,
for it.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, it's kind of fucked up.
It just
yeah,
it just gives you a
there's little
sense of
things like that. Yeah, like there's other shit going on within the world. That's what the game is trying to tell you.
yeah.
Like there's other things
You're
that
living.
you have no control
You're
over.
living in their world.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're playing their game.
Yeah, it's
The
pretty
game's
cool.
not
dude.
playing for you. You
Yeah.
have to play their game, and
Which-
you're just living a slice of.
Yeah, you're focused on this one little guy, and the
Yeah, like
world
the-
is still going on
yeah,
around you.
The
It's pretty
last
cool.
2 chapters, the epilogue, I thought were a little dragged out.
Oh yeah.
But what it was just setting up Red Dead Redemption 1.
Yep.
So you're doing a lot of fucking farm work. You're doing a lot of fucking bullshit. I was like, God damn! I just
I'm
want
guessing at this point, spoilers. I get at this point, the gang is pretty much dissolved, and you're trying to just
Yeah.
work your way into society. Like, hey,
Correct,
and now I
yeah.
want to be. I'm done with the gang life.
Right.
Yep.
Now I'm ready to trying to redeem myself.
It's exactly what's going on.
Yeah,
That's what I
literally.
figured. Just
Yeah,
from
it's exactly-
gathering,
it's exactly what happened.
you know.
You
So
built
like,
the house and everything.
yeah, I did all that stuff.
Yeah.
The
But-
music.
Dude, the music was good.
Was
When
it
you're-
sad,
it
sappy?
goes to like a cut scene when you're building the house.
It's like, I'm gonna build my house.
Like a little banjo.
But what's funny is, like,
It's
there's
not
like a
that
whole
corny,
bunch,
but it's
no,
actually a real
yeah.
song.
there's like a whole bunch of videos online of people just doing random shit, and they'll just
It's
loop that
so-
song onto it. Oh, it's fucking glorious, dude.
I'm gonna start doing chores around the house.
Yeah, and they're playing that song.
So
what the
I
fuck?
definitely enjoyed that one, and I'm glad I did go through
Yeah.
and play it because I had the same thoughts about that game that you have with The Witcher, and I still went through and did the damn thing.
Just
and
bit down.
And just bit down, and I got through it, and then all of a sudden I was so interested in this fucking game that I couldn't put it down.
Ran with
Now, whenever you go through The Witcher, I want you to do it whenever you're done with control and all that stuff, because you got time.
Have time.
You have time. Just to go into the game and just do the quest line.
Just get out of White Orchard.
Just get out of White Orchard. You don't. If you stay in White Orchard, you get like 8 levels, like off the bat. Like it helps you out for the next area, but you could just go straight out of White Orchard.
I'm guessing it's kind of like Death Stranding, where between chapter 1 and 3, you could do all this stuff,
right?
But it doesn't matter because after that, you don't have to worry about that for a long
and you
while.
can always come back.
Just
and
keep
do,
going. Yeah, just go.
You could always
it,
come back and do
it.
the question marks if you want to, and just, you don't have like all the question marks were a big thing for me, and I would do all of them, but like some of them are worth it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of the question marks are worth it. You do get good blueprints. You do get good materials. You do find more monsters to kill. The more monsters you
more
kill,
experience and whatever.
More experience, the stronger you are against those monsters later. Because every time you kill a monster, you learn about it in your journal,
your codex,
or whatever, and then you could learn an oil to put on your sword to make your sword hit harder against those monsters. So it is always worth it to do the question marks. You don't have to.
But it pays off.
But it does pay off.
The game does respect your time, where it pays off and lets you do what you got to do, and it rewards you.
It does reward you for your time. However, it doesn't. It didn't when the game. Whenever you played it, it didn't explain everything 100%. Now with the updates and all that stuff, the user interface is more streamlined. They do explain it to you very, very well. So if you wanted to do a build, say in The Witcher 3, where you just wanted to use a sword, you didn't want to use magic.
No alchemy,
no alchemy,
magic,
or nothing. If you just want to do a straight up hack and slash game, you could do that. If you wanted to do a full magic build, you could do that. If you wanted to do a full alchemy build, you could do that. If you want to mix and match all of them, you can do that. If you need me to explain it to you to make it really, really easy, I can do that for you. I want you to play this game. I do want you to enjoy it because it is one of the greatest games, open world RPGs that I've ever played in my entire life, next to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So
play that. More of that.
You should play that one too. That one's a little bit faster than the other one that we're talking about, though. But yeah, so I highly suggest you picking it up. It is a wonderful game, and I hope you do because Cyberpunk 2077 is coming, and
be happy shit.
Fucking
Anybody excited for Animal Crossing?
Yeah, kind of maybe.
Never played.
I got Stardew Valley.
Like I literally just want to go collect apples, bake a pie, and like give it to one of my neighbors. I don't know.
If you get it, if you get it through Target, they give you a journal. Yeah, they're giving you like an actual paper, like not a paper, but like a hardcover journal.
That's awesome. Like I mean, I don't know if you guys ever played Stardew Valley, but Stardew Valley is one of those games where you just go collect some wood.
Love it. It's a relaxing game.
Hang out with animals, milk them.
Yeah, milk them.
You milk them, then you turn into cheese. You go to town, sell the cheese, come back, maybe check on your garden.
Whatever.
It was like farming a while.
Yeah.
Just
it really is. It really is. Just
you don't feel like doing any quest missions. Like I'm just gonna kill some time and do this.
But you could do dungeons and Stardew if you wanted to. You could do
go to the
caves.
mines.
You could do whatever you want.
It's fun. One quick topic I want to cover real quick on RL topic.
RL?
Yes, real life. Where you plebs. So last Sunday, you guys might know I got a new cell number. And the thing is, I was with Sprint, and I was with Sprint for the fucking longest. Okay. When I got my iPhone 8, they were like, I usually just buy my phone.
Yeah.
Get the plan. They're like, you know what? Just buy it from us at a monthly payment, and you get this plan, and you just add the payments to your plan, and it'll be done. It'll come out to $99 a month. I'm like, okay, but all the interest from the lease turns out from me putting payments on the phone. I would have paid the fucking phone off already like a long time ago.
Yeah, I buy my phones outright.
Yeah, but the thing is, some of their plans weren't being allowed because if you don't subsidize their phone, like it was complete business jargon bullshit, So eventually I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm paying off my phone. I'm closing the contract. I'm going to Boost. So I go to Boost, right? I want my same number, just transfer everything. The phone's compatible, same network and everything. Okay, got it. Well, we talked to Sprint. They said your phone is still under lease. No, I have the receipt. I paid off Sprint. I'm done with this.
Right.
We need to go talk to Sprint. So I go to Sprint. Hey guys, I need you to take me off what you call it. Well, system says that you're off the lease. I don't know what's going on. You have to go talk to Boost and have them update.
Oh my god.
Back to Boost. Nope, nothing's here. I mean, don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Talking back and forth. 4 hours, dude. 4 hours of that bullshit.
Damn.
Finally, I told the girl at Boost, just give me my phone's compatible. Give me a new number.
Yeah.
I'm done with this. I've never been so upset in my life
Oh
with
man.
a company not letting me go. And the thing is, I was talking to my coworkers, right? They're like,
Never had
"Why'd you
that
get a
issue.
new number? They should just transfer it." I'm like, dude, I was the last person because it used to be a family plan. It was me, my mom, my brother, and my sister-in-law. We all had the same plan, you know.
Yeah.
And eventually they all left, and I just had I was the last one on that plan. It got to the point where like Sprint was like, "Yeah, we're not going to let you go." They literally
Damn.
threw
Hold you
me
hostage.
every fucking loop they could.
They Kojima your
Yeah,
ass,
they could
dog.
Kojima my ass, bro.
Why do you think I get new numbers so often?
Yeah,
I don't like dealing with that shit.
and that was
I
complete
don't like
bullshit.
dealing with that. I
Yeah,
always like cancel it out. Give me a brand new number.
yeah. So I'm at the point now where that's it, dude. Like if I'm gonna buy a new phone, I'm gonna just straight up buy it.
Hey, how
And that's
many phone numbers do you actually remember right now?
Mine, 911.
No, 911. Yeah. Now, how
Uh,
many actual 10-digit phone numbers do you know off the top of your
Mine.
head that are your people and friends that you love?
Just mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck if you change your number? Oh, you're the person
That's
that
true.
you contact.
No,
all they got to do is fucking change a
the
number
thing
and then
is- the
delete
thing
an old
is,
one. It's real easy.
You know, especially in my line of work where I have these all other drivers, my coworkers, because at any given time I might have to come in contact with them. Now I have to, hey, does Dre have my number? Does Arsenal have my number? Does Cardell have my number? Does Gomez have my number? Like it's just a hassle. Like not just for the personal life, but for my work life, you know.
Yeah.
And it got me really upset that fucking
Fuck
companies
those
would just
companies,
they would
dude.
just run you over the ringer like that.
I would have suggested you go to Google Fi. It uses a Sprint and T-Mobile network,
Yeah.
and if you don't use data that often, it's pay
And
as
that's the
you
thing
go.
too. Yeah, I was paying for unlimited, and it was like coming out to how much. I'm like, dude, I'm not.
How much was you? How
Dude,
much were you paying for unlimited?
It was like $60 a month, but with the
Yeah.
leasing the phone, it was another
Oh.
30 bucks on it. So it was coming out to 99 bucks a month.
Yeah. I run Google Fi. Unlimited everything is $70 plus tax. And right now I run the pay as you go plan.
Yeah.
I pay $35.
Yeah. So me and Mikel, we're both on Boost. Pretty soon we're gonna look into getting the family plan, just making it official and getting our phones
Making it
together.
official.
Yeah, I mean it's the only commitment that I will stick with.
you
So,
you also got married.
Yeah, and I was, well, you know, that was just a business agreement. No, I love her. I love my wife.
I love my
There she
wife.
is. No, so yeah, guys, if you're trying to get a hold of me, I have changed my number, so just hit me on
Nobody's
Messenger. Just
trying-
hit me on
nobody's
Messenger.
trying to
No
call
one
you.
gives a shit, of course.
No one's trying to
No
call
one
you.
gives a shit.
Right
But
on
you know,
Facebook.
just hit me on Messenger.
Fucking
I still got
5-minute
that.
rant.
Yeah, and that is my rent end scene.
Insane. All right, guys. I got a couple of quick things. Get off your fucking
zingers.
phone, Steven.
Hold on, I gotta check this.
Hold on.
AFK game. Hold on.
All right, guys. So, Bloodstain has a new update out on Switch now that makes it the same quality as PCs and the other consoles.
I have to update it and play
So
it again.
please update and play your Bloodstain if you haven't touched it in a while. If you haven't 100%.
Because we talked about it during the summer when it came out. That's one of the few games that you and me both played at the
Oh,
same
fucking
time
love
and
it.
broke it down. We love it. You played
Hades.
it on. You played it on Switch also.
PC, sir.
You play on PC. Yeah,
Yeah.
you play on PC. I played on Switch. I wish the experience was not on Switch when I played.
It was one of my favorite games of last year.
It was a good game.
It was
Yes.
one of my favorite games.
Yes, it was a good game.
Not my game of the year,
Not your goatee.
but it was one of my
It was a good game.
favorites that
It
I
was a
played.
good game. It was a good game. It was good. Now that with this update out, I will probably go revisit it, just see how it is. And if I do like it, maybe I'll stream it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Pick it back up again. Check that out.
It's a fun game.
A couple other things that I got real quick is somebody had actually sent a picture out on Twitter of the new Xbox Series X. The back of it, they actually showed like the size of the console itself and the ports that come out on the back of it. So there is an HDMI.
Okay.
There's an optical.
Okay.
There's two USB 3.1s or 3.0s or whatever it is. There's the actual power
Power supply.
unit input, and then there's this little, or not little, but it's like an inch and a half long, very slim port that I've never seen before. It's probably one of their outside
Proprietaries?
peripherals or something like that, but pretty basic, pretty standard. So there is two USBs on it. On the Xbox One, there is an HDMI in and an HDMI out. And the reason why they did that is you can actually hook up a set-top box to your Xbox, like a cable box or whatever, and then run your Xbox into your TV, and you could actually watch TV through your Xbox.
I remember when the Xbox was first coming out. Microsoft wanted your Xbox to be your entertainment system.
Correct.
Like this is when you want entertainment, whether it's video games,
They
TV,
also didn't want to
movie,
share
stream.
video games.
That's what. Yeah. That's what I want to do. That's why the HDMI
Right.
in.
The
Yeah,
in and out.
they wanted it. My only
They got rid of that now.
Yeah,
though, is what
the
I'm
only
hearing.
thing that I want with these next gen consoles, especially me who likes to switch consoles from in and out from the garage to the inside, is I hope they have like a little finger groove where so you can feel like the HDMI port because like under the here when I'm trying to
Oh,
reach
I get what you're
around,
saying, yeah.
like I want to put my finger and be like a little groove. Like here's the HDMI port. Oh, okay. Instead of
Do you have a hard time finding the clitoris as
find
well?
the hole,
or-
find the hole. Yeah.
She looks over like you need to be in camera.
But no,
when you look at me like that.
I figured just do a little touch, little finger groove, like
Yeah.
so you just feel around in there.
So the wet one is the
No,
usually.
no, no. So you go in there. So you put your hand in there, right? And you feel around.
The dry one you got to stay away.
You feel around a little bit, and you just jar it in there.
That's for later.
Yeah.
I like how he's actually trying to fiddle with something over
Talking
here.
about-
Yeah.
Talking about HDMI port.
Did you find it?
Did you ever find it?
Sometimes I'll find it. Sometimes I'll just give up and come back to it later.
Just take care of yourself.
Yeah,
huh?
I'll just take care of myself. I'll just
Yeah.
go back there and look. What?
God damn.
Fucking animals.
He's killing Ruben on this, dude.
It's just
Oh, so good.
HDMI. Yeah.
Oh, Rick
So,
can't
yeah,
find
that's
the
what I do.
clitoris. Oh, okay. All right. So.
I just give up. I'll come back later.
Oh man,
I'll just
you had
switch.
to.
I'll just switch it up.
Okay, or you could, I don't know. I don't know.
Finger grooves.
I don't know. Finger grooves.
Finger grooves.
So that is the back of the console was they did picture it. It looked pretty standard to
Pretty
me.
standard,
The console looks thick as fuck with two C's. So I'm not exactly too sure what I mean. They were just trying to show it off. I mean, it's kind of news, but
They
it
did-
kind of.
I think they just want to throw out something to feed the masses.
It could have been bullshit as well, but on the back of the console, where like the sticker that covers the split of the console, it did say like prototype, not
Yeah.
for resale, shit like that.
Prototype. Subject title change.
Exactly. I got a couple other short ones, but the biggest one is Dying Light 2 got delayed indefinitely. Not delayed for whatever. It was set for a spring 2020 release. It got delayed indefinitely.
Good.
Goddamn. dude.
Kevin just hates games.
Basically, they just need more time to work on it for it to be the vision that it is, that what they want for the game, which seems to be.
Who makes Dying Light?
I can find out for you. Real quick.
What is Dying Light though?
Nobody cares.
That's the Metro.
No, Dying Light was made by the same people that
It's another
did.
zombie game, bro. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
it's a zombie game, but it's made by Techland.
The
Published
genre's already done, dude.
published
Stop.
by Square Enix, Warner Brothers, and Interactive Entertainment. So it was a free runner, open world RPG type game, like you.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I
like
remember.
parkour and all that shit.
Yeah,
in
I
there.
remember seeing some at E3. Yes, now that you mentioned it, yes, I remember seeing part of E3. When she said parkour, yeah, okay.
The free runner parkour part was the main part of it. The zombies were also a part of the game, but not the major part of the game. They are in there and they are doing their thing. But whatever.
The fact that I had to look at you guys and recall
Tells you everything.
yeah, it's like I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. So yeah, I'll be okay with
I
it.
enjoyed Dying Light 1. I was very hyped for Dying Light 2 because I did see the trailer. It did look very fun. Stop shaking your fucking face at me. It did look fun to me because I enjoyed the first one and I enjoyed like the RPG elements of it. You could make better weapons. You could do these things. You could whatever. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed running away from the zombies and having a good time. And at night, of course, they got faster and whatever it is that they're doing. But I've got my zombie game for spring of 2020.
The
and
zombies
that's
got faster at night?
Resident Evil 3.
Kind of like I Am Legend.
Exactly.
Why?
I don't know. They
Huh.
just, there was specific zombies that only came out at night that would be faster than everybody else.
Like vampire zombies?
Yeah, sure.
Vampires, Bumpers.
It doesn't make any
Vampires.
sense, dude. Like,
That's just the way the game was, dude. I don't know.
We're not saying it's a great game.
I would say it was
they're
their greatest.
zombies. Like, why would they get better at night? They
No, there
don't care.
was some zombies that came out specifically at night that were badass.
Jesus, vampire
Okay,
zombies.
dude. Game's
Fucking
the garbage from what I can tell.
Relax.
All right, next topic.
Kevin, next topic.
He wants to finish the podcast already.
No, I'm just
we are
saying,
an
like,
hour 15
I know. I
minutes.
just never cared for Dying Light. My
That's
nephew
cool.
played the first one or whatever, and I remember watching him play, and I was like, it was not intriguing. But again, at the time I was like oversaturated with vampire
Zombie games.
With zombie games.
Yeah.
But like I said, I do have a zombie game for spring of 2020. It's Resident Evil 3. Like
Yeah,
I'm
there you go,
I'm not
yeah.
worried about Dying Light right now.
Yeah.
Dying Light can be delayed and make it the game that you want to make it. I'm gonna play Resident Evil 3.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna have a good time.
I hope Morris gets it, and then I want to borrow his copy.
Yeah.
He'll beat it
I'm
in
pretty
an hour and a
sure.
half.
Well, I think he said he was gonna get it,
Okay.
but I know
Dying
Resident
Light or
Evil
Resident
2
Evil
was
3?
his
Yeah, I know that was
go-to
there.
game.
I know.
like that was his favorite, and I think he played 3 and he enjoyed it okay, but I don't know.
But speaking of zombie games,
Zombie.
Telltale's
Telltales?
Telltale's Walking Dead was removed from Steam a while back whenever the company went defunct. It is back on Steam. It is
Yeah.
back on Steam, and it's getting a Switch release.
Yeah,
Damn.
Oh, it's already out, but yeah.
Yeah, I think Telltale went under. From what I've heard and what I can recall is it was a lot of bad management decisions, and it really brought them under. They had a lot of IPs from different.
Yeah, dude,
So
they
they,
had
they had a lot of money
Batman,
going out.
Walking Dead.
Yeah, they had a lot of money going out to these paying for these different licenses.
Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft,
Borderlands.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Borderlands.
Guardians of the Galaxy was one of them.
Yes, they actually
Oh.
had like a little Telltale Guardian of the Galaxy,
But
but they had so many going out.
Damn.
The money, I guess, the money wasn't coming in, and then they released season 4 of The Walking Dead, and they only released it was going to be an episodic release. They released the first 2, they went under, and I think Skybound Games brought them, and those
Correct.
are the guys who take care of all the Walking Dead. They're Robert Kirkland. What's the guy who made The Walking Dead?
What was it called?
Well, I don't know.
But yeah, Skybound Games. They're the guys who take care of all the Walking Dead video games.
Right.
They bought them, and I think they hired some of the original crew to finish them out for the people that
They
bought the games.
Overkill's The Walking Dead. They got The Walking Dead. Some other bullshit. Slime Rancher is probably their biggest title. If I had to take a guess, Slime Rancher is their biggest title. Slime Rancher was like Stardew Valley, but like first person and like you're farming slimes instead of.
Slimes.
It's pretty fun.
But
fun game.
yeah, so I think that's where Telltale's at right now. I did like the first one. That's where you started seeing your the genre walk simulators and just narratives like your Edith, like what happened to Edith Finch and stuff
Right.
like that. We all go to the Rapture, like video games that are not necessarily video games.
There was
where
like a
they're
comic book, an interactive comic book.
Exactly.
My problem with those games though is that they were episodic releases. I didn't mind that they did do episodes. I don't mind that. I mind that I paid $10 for the game or whatever it was. Let's say if it was $60, and then I have to pay another $10 for episode 2, and then I have to pay another $10 for episode 3, and then I have to pay another $10 for episode 4. That got kind of annoying. I got to episode 2 and I was like, I'm out. Like I don't need to do this anymore.
Yeah, I don't remember how they priced those games. I remember buying the first season, and I don't think they were expensive. I think they started off like around $7.99, $10.99.
But it doesn't matter because at that point you're just paying a subscription.
Yeah, it's a subscription based.
Right,
Literally
that's
all
what
it
it is.
is,
Yeah, because
you
you
know?
just wait for the 6 episodes to come out.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was. If you
I enjoyed the story. I did. Play
yeah, it was
I did
it was
play.
fun. That's when The Walking Dead was very new to the scene, where
Yeah.
the whole zombie apocalypse before we're saturated with zombies.
It was like
you know?
season. It came out during season 3, season 4 time.
Yeah, so it was really good game. I enjoyed it. But in hindsight, not hindsight, but going back now, I wouldn't. That is hindsight, but I wouldn't go back and get a Switch. Like I just
Nah.
nah.
I didn't play Batman's Tall Tales or whatever.
Yeah.
Telltales. I didn't play the Borderlands one. I didn't play the Minecraft one.
And the
Wolf Among
I heard
Us.
that was
Wolf
good.
Among Us
I heard that was
that was good, yeah.
I heard that
Wolf
was
Among
good.
Us I did play, but I didn't play the other ones that were like big IPs.
Yeah,
So anyway, they're back out on Steam. They're back releasing games for
that's
consoles.
cool. You guys know me. More options, the better. So I mean, if people want more
It is the
of
Option
it.
Select podcast.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with fighting games. Speaking
Nothing.
of fighting games, how's the top 8 going?
It's in grand finals right now.
Grand finals?
Of
Oh,
what?
Shit.
Second.
Second. All right, so I got 2 more for
Sure.
you, Rick.
Fire 'em off.
One I was looking at since I've been in tactical games lately. I saw that the Dark Crystal Age of Renaissance got a trailer. That one looks pretty dope. That one's getting released sometime in 2020. I don't know if
What
it's
is that
gonna be
based on?
It's
um,
the Dark Crystal.
yeah.
Of Jim Henson's.
Oh, the Muppet thing?
The Muppet
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, all right, I'm out.
All right, about.
No, that's fine.
Why are you so
Yeah.
negative, Nancy, today?
No,
dude.
dude, I'm just saying I'm out on that, dude.
Who
I've never saw the
did
original.
something to you? Do you
I've
need
never
help?
seen the original, and then the one that came on Netflix, I didn't watch either. So I'm like, I just don't care for Muppets,
Did
bro.
you ever watch The Labyrinth with David Bowie, Jennifer Connelly?
Never saw that.
Okay, that was also
What
Jim
the-
Henson's puppets. on
Get
there,
the fuck
Muppets on
off
there.
this
I never
podcast.
saw, dude.
yeah.
But to be fair, I never saw Goonies either. Like,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, you hurt my heart.
no, I don't care, dude. I don't care
It's
who
okay.
knows it.
Mikhail's
Okay,
upset
even
about that
Mikhail's
one.
mad.
There's another one that I haven't seen, and it pisses off Morris. Ready?
Go.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Whoa.
Okay. Do you like musicals?
No. I don't, there's one musical I'd like.
Okay.
There's only
Grease.
one. Huh?
Cats, Grease.
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 Is it really?
It's Grease. It's
Fuck.
the only musical I've ever seen that I was like,
Is it
Puto la
uh,
chingada.
is it Olivia Newton-John?
yeah, and John Travolta, dude.
Somebody
Go
posted.
Grease lightning.
Somebody posted a meme of
Start
this
singing.
shit. Somebody posted a meme of Grease last week. It was I can't believe this movie came out, and they told me that these guys were teens, and they had like fucking 5 o'clock
Yeah.
shadows, and they're supposed to be in high school. They had like
Yeah.
full beards and shit. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like weird shit in the movie. But that's the only one I've seen. Like I don't go on like I'm gonna watch this musical.
Yeah.
You know, like I've never seen that Sweeney Todd shit either. You know,
Sweet
and that's
Todd's good,
abominable.
especially the Netflix one with
But none of those
Neil Patrick
animated.
Harris. That's a good one. That's a good show.
Who did Nightmare Before Christmas? Tim Burton.
Tim Burton, yeah.
Yeah.
See Tim Burton's Batman. And all that.
I've seen Batman,
It's good.
but I've never seen any of those animated ones. The Corpse Bride, the one with the little doggy,
Yeah.
the Frankenweenie one.
Yeah, those are all
I've
really good.
never seen any of those, dude. To me, I don't like that style.
Nah, fair enough. To each his own. Just
Yeah.
like he doesn't like The Witcher for whatever reason.
Right.
You just don't
And
like
which
that movie. That's cool.
when I do finish Spider-Man, which I'm at like 92% right now.
God damn, are you completing the
I
game?
totally forgot.
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. I
No,
literally
like you're getting
platinum.
every upgrade and
platinum.
everything.
yes.
Platinum.
Oh god.
Yes.
You're trying to gold all the challenges?
Not gold everything.
Oh, you're just trying
I'm
to
just
complete the challenges.
trying to like I'll try to catch all the stupid pigeons, I do all the
Yeah.
bullshit, which at this point I'm just gonna probably stop. Like I'm just gonna get
You're
it done with
good.
because I do want to try to get on board with The Witcher.
Yeah.
I have a copy of it. I just never
Play it,
played
dude. Play it. Please play it.
And I saw somebody else playing it the other day, and I didn't realize it was like that in depth. I was like, dang, that's some
Fucking
shit I could
dope
get
ass
into.
game, dude.
Okay.
I want to try to get as much done for Final Fantasy
Correct.
Smart man.
because once Final Fantasy comes out, dude,
Yeah.
I'm all in on that.
You
bro.
have to be in
It's
there.
only half the game though. Dude, we got not even half the game. It's like the first quarter of the game. We have to
Right,
realize that.
I'm fine with that, but
Because
you know
you're
how
not
much
gonna
I'm
be
gonna
stuck
100
on it
complete that game.
long. Yeah, I get it, but you're not gonna be stuck on it for forever.
Watch me.
No, the thing is, you want to make room. You want to clear your plate for Final Fantasy VII. That's going to be the
Yeah.
hot game. That's the one we're all going to be talking about. You
Yeah.
don't want to be missing the conversation. You don't want to be the guy that says,
Yeah.
spoilers, I'm not there yet. Don't talk about it. You don't want to be that guy, especially with this game. This game is on everybody's radar. We all want to be on the same
What else
page.
comes out in March?
Who cares?
In March? I don't know what comes out in March. I know Final Fantasy's coming out in April.
I know we'll be in season 2 of Call of Duty, but
Yeah.
Wait, is it March or
Again.
April now?
It's
April now.
April.
The thing coming out in March now, it will be it's a Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing. Those are the big ones for
I'm
March.
not worried about either one of those.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. So I mean, but yeah,
What about Diablo Immortal?
Tencent, bro. I for one welcome our Chinese overlords.
All right, guys.
welcome.
April is Resident Evil 3,
Okay.
Disaster Report 4, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Predator Hunting Grounds, Trials of Mana, and Gears Tactics. So once again, there's only 2 games on that list that I give a fuck about: Resident Evil 3 and Final Fantasy 7
What the hell's
Remake.
Gears
Oh,
Tactic?
not Predator.
Gears of War.
Oh, Gears of War. Oh, okay.
Predator's that
Excuse
one
me.
that's like Dead by Daylight and all that stuff, where you like one person's a predator and then there's
Yeah,
five.
yeah. It's
Oh,
kinda
so not Predator Arnold Schwarzenegger?
It is Predator Arnold Schwarzenegger. It is that is the
character.
that is the character.
What?
Yeah.
Dutch, Duke
So
or Dutch?
one person plays as the predator.
Yeah.
4 other people play as the escapees and or survivors.
Like
They
Left 4
have-
Dead, almost.
Exactly
It's
like that.
asymmetrical multiplayer.
Yeah, it's just like you're trying to
Oh.
escape this certain area that's blocked off by the predator. One person plays it. It looks cool. Not gonna play it personally because I don't
Right.
like those types of
Yeah,
games.
neither do
It's
I.
multiplayer only. There's nothing
That's
to
funny,
it. It's
dude.
whatever.
Okay.
So that's what's coming out. But I mean,
What's in
March is a pretty
Packed.
big month. You've got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Really don't care about that. Ori and the Will o' the Wisp.
That's on my
one
radar.
That's one that I
It
do
looks
wanna
so
play.
fucking gorgeous. That's on my radar.
My Hero 1's Justice 2. Don't really care.
Wait, what's that?
My Hero Academia.
I was like, what's that? He's really excited about that.
Well, you said My Hero, and I'm thinking My Hero Academia.
It
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
What kind of
He's been
game
turning
is
his
it?
head
It's one
on
of
all
those-
these games.
It's one of
My
those.
hero.
It's one of those 3D open world bullshit fighters.
Oh, those are the worst.
Yeah,
dude. Those
it's-
are the
Like
One
worst.
Punch Man.
arena fighters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The big ones that I see on this list, guys, is Neo 2, which is
No.
coming out March 13th.
You guys say now.
Animal Crossing New Horizons on March 20th. Doom 64 and Doom Eternal both come out on March 20th. And Persona 5 Royale.
Persona 5.
And of course, Ori and the Will o' the Wisp. Those are the
Oh,
big
so you're
ones.
just gonna skip over the other game, huh?
What other game?
Damn.
What, RBI Baseball?
No.
Fuck out of here.
MLB The Show.
Nobody
20?
cares. Nobody cares.
Kevin played it.
Nobody
That
cares.
shit is like fun.
Nobody likes your interest, bro.
Yeah, that shit is like fun.
Wow, dude.
It's just like The Witcher.
I'm just
I
saying.
ain't playing it. I don't
It's
give a
like
fuck.
fun.
I'm just saying, the first time I streamed it, I got like 13
I
people
saw that.
viewing. I'm like, why
Like
are
on
they
a Tu-
watching me?
like on a Tuesday night, like at
like, why are they
at
watching
11
me?
o'clock at night.
I
Yeah.
got nervous and shit trying to throw the ball.
You see the numbers going up. You're like, what the hell?
What's going
Who are
on?
watching?
And then May is Last of Us Part 2, Wasteland 3, Marvel Iron Man VR, which I think got
Ooh.
pushed back.
That got pushed back. Yeah.
So
So yeah,
that's
about
what we
it.
got coming up.
What are we doing
Um,
tonight?
We're gonna play some Smash, dude. It's fucking late. It's 8:30. We're an
Are we gonna
hour and
stream
a
it?
half.
I'm gonna stream it. I want to fucking stream
We're
it.
an hour and a half into this.
So guys, if
podcast.
you're still watching this and you want, hold on. Ruben, do the proper segue.
Where can we find you, Rick?
Okay, guys, we're gonna be continuing this podcast. Well, the podcast is gonna end, but the stream will continue. You could catch me on twitch.tv os_pith. I love streaming, guys, and I love when you guys just hang out, shoot the shit, say hi and hello, and just hang out with me, just playing different games. I really been working on my stream, just trying to make it better and better, and just leveling up. I bounce around between 2 to 3 different games, mostly Control and Hades right now. You can also catch me on twitter.com os_pith and on IG as _Rick. I like to just post just random city pictures, nothing too serious, stuff about the podcast, stuff that I'm doing, and about it. So you guys can catch me there. Kevin, where can we find you?
I'm on all the platforms.
All the socials.
All of them.
All the socials.
All of them.
socials.
Usually it's OS_chameleon.
Hey,
with a K.
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Reddit too.
Instagram, Reddit.
I actually got a Reddit account, I guess.
Do ya?
I did
Yeah.
8 years
but
on
like,
Reddit last week.
I'm just browsing most of the time,
Me too.
like not signing in. But I actually just well, I'm all over the place. Dude. There's a lot of
It's not a classy site.
didn't deny
I
it.
found one is like, what is this? And like people just put up a random thing, like they don't know what it is, and
Oh,
they want the
dude.
internet to help solve what it is. I was like, that's
People
pretty
find
cool.
out so fast, dude.
And some of the stuff is like, yeah, I don't know what
It's
that is.
so
And then I'm
obscure,
just
and
so
they're like, oh, this is what it
curious
is.
as to what it is. Yeah, and it's pretty
And-
cool, dude.
I do the same shit. I'm like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is that? And
what
you
is
look in
it?
there and they're like, oh, it's a stake from the 18th century that you found on the ground and somewhere
Yeah,
on the
like,
beach.
and I'm like,
fuck?
what the
They give you
hell?
a full
And then
backstory.
they'll give you a
Really?
picture of what it's supposed to look like or what it belongs to if it's like a broken
Where it
piece.
fits at.
It's pretty cool, dude. Like Reddit's got some really cool shit on there, dude. But yeah, I'm on there, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
All _chameleon with a K.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of them.
Chameleon.
Or if it's not that, it's HTX Comedian. But I think I've shifted everything over.
Nice.
Yeah. That's good.
Option select.
You can catch me at OS_onslaught on all things social media. That includes Steam, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, all those fine things. If you want to hit up the podcast, we are optionselectpodcast@gmail.com. Shoot us an email. We can help you out with any kind of questions, comments, or concerns that you got. We'll even read them out live on the air,
Yep.
as always. And you can also find the Option Select Podcast at Option Select Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and all things social media, Facebook, and all that good stuff. If you have Apple Podcasts, don't forget to rate and subscribe. And if you have YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. We love you guys so very much.
Appreciate it.
We will see you guys next week. And don't forget to check out Rick's podcast in the next 5 minutes.
We're gonna
Support
stream
your
it.
locals.
See ya. Support your locals. Bye,
Bye.
guys. Appreciate it.